Could capital gains taxes on home sales be eliminated in 2026? Let me ask you something that might sound unbelievable. What if I told you there's a proposal in Congress right now that could allow many homeowners to sell their home and pay zero capital gains taxes? Not a loophole, not a trick, an actual piece of legislation that could completely change how home sales are taxed in the future. Hey everyone, I'm David Hittle, your real estate specialist doing business at Shop Kentucky Homes LLC with United Real Estate Louisville. And today I want to talk about a really important proposal that could impact millions of homeowners. Because right now, a representative from Texas has introduced legislation that would significantly reduce or potentially eliminate capital gains taxes from many people when they sell their primary home. And if this ever becomes law, it could change the way a lot of people think about selling in 2026 and beyond. So here's what's being proposed. Here's what is happening. A member of Congress from Texas recently introduced a bill that would expand the current capital gains tax exemption on home sales. Right now, under current law, homeowners can exclude up to $250,000 in profit if you're single, or up to $500,000 in profit if you are married, as long as the home is your primary residence and you meet the 2 out of 5 rule. But this new proposal would go much further. The idea is to either dramatically increase those limits or eliminate capital gains altogether on many primary resident home sales. Now, again, this is a proposal. It is not law yet, but the fact that it's being discussed at all is a really big deal. So, why this is being talked about right now? Why is this conversation even happening? Well, it's happening for one single reason, one simple reason. Home prices are much higher than they were just a few years ago. In fact, here in the Louisville area, back in 2019, the median sales price was around $192,000. By 2025, we were seeing median prices closer to $285,000. That means a lot of homeowners are now sitting on large amounts of equity, big potential tax bills, and difficult decisions about when to sell their home. Lawmakers are starting to realize that the current capital gains rules were written for a very different housing market. In fact, they were written for the 1997 housing market. So what could this mean for homeowners? If something like this were to pass, this could mean more homeowners being willing to sell, more inventory coming to the market, easier moves for retirees, fewer people staying in homes just to avoid those taxes. For sellers, this could be huge. Instead of worrying about losing tens of thousands of dollars to taxes, more of that equity could go directly towards your next home, towards retirement, towards paying off debt, or towards helping family members. Now, here's a very important reality check. This is the most important part of this whole video. This is not law yet. Bills get introduced all the time. Many never pass. Some get changed significantly before they become law. So nobody should make decisions today based on this proposal alone. But the fact that this idea is gaining attention tells us something important. Tax policy around housing may be changing in the coming years. So what should buyers and sellers do right now? Well, right now the current capital gains rule still applies. And that means the $250,000 or the $500,000 exclusions, the 2 out of 5 rule, and for primary residences only. But this is exactly why it's smart to plan ahead. Because if tax laws do change, the timing of your sale could make a very big difference. This is one of those situations where real estate strategy, tax planning, and timing all come together. Now, I am not a CPA. I want to put that up front. This is not tax advice because every situation is different. But this is a great example of why you should always talk with your tax advisor and your real estate professional before making big decisions about selling because the rules can change. And when they do, the people who are prepared usually benefit the most. So if you're thinking about selling in 2026 or beyond, or you are curious how much equity you've built in your home, this is definitely something worth keeping an eye on. And if this video was helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and please stick around because I share weekly Louisville area market updates designed to help you make confident, informed decisions.